Did you like the lake house I gave you, Mom? David S. Question from that Thanksgiving years ago had once blindsided me, but nothing compared to the call I got last Tuesday. Ma'am, the man said, his voice steady but unsure. I believe a Rolex with your husband's initials was sold here yesterday. For a moment, I couldn't breathe. The sound of my own heartbeat filled the kitchen. My husband's watch. His gold and steel Rolex, the one I had polished with trembling hands the night before his funeral. I pressed the phone closer to my ear, my voice barely a whisper. Could you repeat that? Yes, ma'am, he said softly. It was engraved to Robert, my forever. Dated 1987. It matched a missing item alert from our database. I just thought you should know. I thanked him and hung up slowly, staring at the calendar on the wall. November 3rd. My husband's birthday, the day they'd sold his watch. I'm glad to have you here. Follow my story until the end and comment the city you're watching from so I can see how far my story has reached. The house was quiet, too quiet. The kind of quiet that presses against your chest. Sat at the kitchen table where Robert used to read the newspaper every morning. The same table where we de-planned our retirement by the lake before his heart gave out one cold March morning 3 years ago. The Rolex had been the only thing he wore every day. He'd received it when his company promoted him to regional director, back when we still believed loyalty meant something. Stash. After he passed, I kept it in a small velvet box on my dresser. I'd open it on hard days, just to see the way the morning light caught the gold rim, and imagine his laugh filling the room again. I lived modestly after that's on his pension, my savings, and the company of our cat, Cleo. My days were quiet. Coffee at dawn, a walk to the mailbox, then tending to the small rose garden Robert had planted for me behind the porch. My life wasn't exciting, but it was steady, peaceful, until that phone call. I walked upstairs to my bedroom, my knees stiff from the cold. The velvet box sat exactly where I always kept it, top drawer, right side. I pulled it open. Empty. Jet, the faint outline of where the watch had rested for years. My fingers brushed the soft fabric. No dust, no indentation, no trace. Someone had opened this drawer recently. I tried to think logically. Maybe I'd taken it out for cleaning. But the lid was perfectly aligned, just as I always left it. The kind of detail only I would notice unless someone had tried to make it look that way on purpose. 2 weeks earlier, my son and his wife had visited. David and Victoria, always perfectly dressed, always in a hurry. They'd stayed less than an hour, sipping their lattes while showing me photos of their upcoming well-deserved break in Hawaii.